Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Weekly Win. My name is Tim. I'm joined by my co-host, Ken.
Hello, everyone.
And today, we've got something interesting for you. We're going to talk about our midterm predictions. Ken, what do you got for
Ooh.
me?
Well, viewers, 'tis the season to be jolly, but also 'tis the season to be a little frightful, depending on who you are. The midterms are probably one of, if not the biggest, no, probably the second biggest political event or sort of season in U.S. politics. Of course, being trailed only by, or no,
The
only
other
trailing,
election.
excuse me, the presidential election, yes. So this one's going to have some huge impacts on what the president can and can't do going forward. So let's get started. Let me start by saying there is 34 Senate seats up for grabs, 20 of which are being defended by the Republicans, and 14 are being defended by the Democrats.
Okay.
That's already disadvantageous for the Republicans if you shoot that way. And of course, as we all know, everybody in the House of Representatives, their term is up and they will all be voted on. No exceptions.
Now that should be fun. That's where the real fun's going to be.
That's the great part about our glorious democracy, I say in air quotes.
Well, let's
So,
start with the
anyway,
Senate. Ken,
yeah.
how many seats do you think flip?
Realistically, probably no more than maybe 5 or 6 total for either side. Whoever
Okay.
really wins in the Senate, I think, is going to have pretty much unilateral control over the Congress. So, of
True.
course, that is to say, if the Republicans are going to steamroll in the Senate, they are well, well on their way to steamrolling in the House. Vice versa, if the Democrats are steamrolling in the House or Senate, then they will also steamroll the second chamber. That's just my guess on
Interesting.
it. But I would lean towards Republicans narrowly uh, getting the edge in the Congress, and that could be pretty good, or it could be honestly pretty bad. Well, it depends on who gets voted in. We'll see.
Yeah, I could see Republicans going up to like 54, 55. I was initially thinking a bit higher, but starting to look at all the numbers, I'm guessing probably around 55 R's to 45 D's.
Yeah, that's about the max that I would expect for either side is 54 or 55 Senate seats. I don't see Republicans completely storming through and taking every single seat like some people might. We have to compete against California, Colorado, Connecticut, Hawaii, Illinois. There's 5 right there.
Yeah.
And then
Uh,
there's Maryland. You have New York, Oregon, and Washington. You got Vermont. There's another 4 or 5.
yeah, I can foresee a couple of upsets, just some angered districts based on how the rest of the states are being run. Like, pick a county in New York that's upset with the way Albany's running everything. A county in California upset with Newsom. You know what I mean? I can foresee an upset, maybe two, out of all of the solid blue states, but not a lot.
Yeah, when it comes to straight up the Senate races, it's going to be much easier for us to figure that out because it's really just taking the representation of the state politics and kind of figuring out who they're going to vote for, and that's pretty easy. Places like Arkansas, Florida, California, Louisiana,
Yeah.
and so on and so on. Those places are easy. The difficult spots come in places like Pennsylvania, Wisconsin,
Georgia.
Georgia. That's going to be a
Yeah.
big problem. That might be the key to the entire Congress right there is is who can win Georgia. It might be.
I mean, isn't it always? Presidential or otherwise?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
All right, Ken, let's switch gears then. The House. For those who might not remember, how many seats are there in the House, Ken?
438, I think.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I think that's about right because it's something like a 200-ish split right now.
Yeah.
Democrats have the advantage. It's like 220 something, I think.
Yes, 220 something to like 208, 210.
Man, we're good.
Yeah, you know,
Spitballing here.
these are approximate numbers. How many seats do you think? Where do you think the dice land? I guess I should say.
Hmm. It's the economy, stupid. So I think realistically, this much better odds of Republicans taking more seats. Of course, it is. There's more seats to gain, so I'm not really helping myself out by saying that.
Yeah,
But I think there's better odds at taking. Like for instance, I don't even know what the sixth district of like Georgia is, but the sixth district of Georgia could go either way. Right, one or the
yeah.
other depending on how the local leaders there have been dealing with lockdownerisms and the COVID and everything, the COVID
The coup.
that could greatly influence the amount of representatives coming out of any district. So I think that the Democrats lose probably close to 20-ish, maybe 30 seats.
Okay.
That's
I
that's kind of a conservative estimate.
yeah, I think net. I think total net. Republicans will be up once you split the House down the middle. I think Republicans will be up about 15 to 17 seats. Would be my more like, tight end estimate because I do see them losing a few seats here and there along the way. So once you balance that in, I think they'll be total positive about 15, 17 above the median.
Hmm. Well, sorry to all of you Republican fanboys that were there, banging away at your table, hoping that we would somehow get 66 senators, 350 representatives, and every governor in the world. But that's just not going to happen. We
Yeah,
would be
no.
lucky to win probably 52 out of 100 Senate seats. We should count
Yeah.
ourselves lucky.
I think we'll hold simple majority in both houses or in both chambers of Congress, which obviously bottlenecks anything Joe Biden wants to do for the next couple years. But I don't foresee it being some magical red landslide.
Yeah, yeah, I'm kind of toning back what I was talking about maybe a few months ago, where I was like, "Oh, the unstoppable red tide is coming." Oh, yeah, I jumped the gun a little bit, got ahead of myself. My bad. Let's temper expectations now.
Yeah, either way, I am excited to see the outcome of this. Obviously, we still have a lot that could happen between now and then. Build back better still being the main key point. Either who's going to run on it, Republicans saying that we stopped it or Democrats saying that we passed it. I mean, honestly, that's going to be the linchpin in the entire midterms is build back better, in my opinion.
Yeah, yeah, Build Back Better is going to be a huge influencing factor. But don't forget the what is it, Dobbs versus Mississippi,
Oh
the
yeah,
the
the
look
Roe v.
over
Wade
of Roe
one.
v. Wade. Yeah,
Yeah, I don't think that one will be as big because I don't think the Supreme Court's going to give some broad, like obviously everything the court does is broad and sweeping, but I don't think they're going to completely eviscerate Roe v. Wade, and I don't think they're going to completely let it stand either. They're going to pick some, weak middle ground that kind of appeases both sides, and no one will be able to run on it.
that would probably be the best case scenario for a lot of Republicans.
It'd be the best case scenario for a lot of everything, because then people can't say, "Oh, well, the courts are biased," and then we tear down the Supreme Court. You don't have anything the Democrats can run on. Republicans can run on it. I think it would probably,
Barely.
yeah, it would be the best option. And then then at the state level now you have governors going, "Hey, we can pass a law in our state to restrict abortion," and I think it'll matter a lot more in state level politics than federal.
Yeah, I think that is correct. It will definitely impact the local side of things a lot more. But then again, you can never discount the trickle up, so to speak, of starting locally.
Yeah,
Just look at all the people fighting for liberty now.
who knows? Maybe we can get a full majority in the Senate and the House and pass a anti-abortion legislation federally.
That'd be pretty sick.
That
Oh
would be
my god.
wild.
I don't know. Like that would immediately get destroyed, right? Like
No,
just asking about it, like that would get immediately destroyed.
you'd get pounced on, but once again, it depends on who holds the majority.
I'm talking about like it would probably get sent straight up to Supreme Court, and depending on what they say here, some of them may or may not be viable. Just
Well,
something to look out for.
the thing, if you, we have to go over this in another short. I think that would be a great idea.
Yeah,
Those-
we're running kind of long on this one.
Yeah. So if you guys want to hear about it, stay tuned. We'll get that to you eventually. Other than that, we hope you all have a great day and God bless.